Welcome to this video guide on testing your home's earthing system. We will cover everything from basic checks to professional diagnostic techniques. The purpose of earthing is critical for safety. It transfers stray electricity to the ground, protects humans from fatal electric shocks, and helps stabilize voltage during power surges. To understand the system, look at the 3 wires in your outlet. The earth provides a safety path to the soil, the neutral returns current to the grid, and the live wire carries current from the grid. For our first method, you will need a 100-watt light bulb, a base socket, and a short length of wire with the insulation stripped from the ends. In this test, a baseline connection between live and neutral should produce a bright glow. Testing between live and earth should also show a bright glow. A dim or dead bulb indicates faulty earth. For the second method, use a multimeter. Set the dial to AC voltage. Select a cutoff higher than 250 volts. Plug the black lead into the COM port and the red lead into the V port. Use this diagnostic matrix to test your connections. Measure between live and neutral for a baseline, live and earth for earthing health, and neutral and earth to check for leakage. To calculate total leakage, apply this formula using your 3 voltage readings. If the total is less than 2 volts, your system is fine. Higher values require a professional electrician. Professional testing often involves specialized equipment, like fluke ground testers. These tools allow for precise measurements in large installations and commercial grids. Understanding how clamp testers work involves physics. The jaw contains a solenoid that sends AC current through a coil, generating a magnetic field that induces a test voltage into the wire. The stakeless method is highly efficient. By clamping the meter directly over the ground conductor, you can measure leakage current without needing to disconnect the system or use temporary stakes. The selective earth testing method uses 1 clamp and 2 temporary stakes. This approach allows you to isolate and measure resistance for a specific electrode within a larger system. Direct soil testing includes soil resistivity, which uses 4 stakes to test ground conditions before construction, and the fall of potential test, which uses 3 stakes to verify existing systems. When evaluating your results, refer to global standards. The ideal target is 0 ohms, while the IEEE standard requires less than 5 ohms for sensitive equipment, and the NEC mandates less than 25. Finally, remember to perform routine physical inspections twice a year. Check for corrosion on your copper clamps and ensure the soil remains moist to keep your earthing system functioning safely.